Good morning and welcome to this HTML5 course. In this chapter we will see how to create an audio player and a video player. We will start by looking at the audio player. For this, you will need an MP3 file. So I will let you find an MP3 file, pause in it, and then we will meet again. So there, just below my title, I'm going to add an audio tag. It takes us a source, and here we will put the path of our MP3 file. So it is in my resource file, and it's called welcome.mp3. I'm going to add a size to my player. I'm going to put a width, and I'm also going to put a height. I'm going to put a width at 50% and a height at 50 pixels. If I record and I update, I go down a little bit, you don't see my audio player yet. It's quite normal, simply because here I haven't yet put the controls. You know, the famous play, stop, pause buttons. It's very simple. You have to add the control attribute. It is an attribute that doesn't take values. If I update, you can see that now I have my player displayed. I can add an attribute called autoplay, which will be there to play our audio file automatically or not as soon as we download the page. So I will put on no. Then we also have the preload attribute. Here I will set it to metadata. In fact, preload will be used to define if we load the audio file when the page is loaded or not. So, if I specify metadata, it means that it will only load the metadata when the page loads. I can tell it to load the whole video or not load anything. To load the whole video, I would have set auto, and to load nothing at all, I would have set not. Here I want to load only the metadata, so I put metadata. Now let's see the video player. So in the same way, after our H2 title we will put a video tag. In the source we will put our video. For this you will need a video file tab mp4. So I will choose a movie.mp4 and I'm going to put a size. I want it to be 100%. I update. If I go down a little, I see now that I have my video displayed. But just like my audio, I don't have my controls to put the playback. So I'm going to put the control attribute and I'm just going to refresh my page. Now I have my controls. I'm just going to mute the sound and I'm going to put in playback so you can see that my video works. I also have the little button to put in full screen, and I can also put an image by default, so the first image of my video. To do this, we will use the attribute poster. Just to try it out, we will put an image that we already have. Let's say I choose this one and I will show you what it does. I will refresh it. You will see that now the first image of my video is this one. So if I put on the playback, you can see that it scrolls. Another thing I wanted to show you is that we can very well propose several sources for our videos. So I'm simply going to remove my source here, and I'm going to add a tag called source directly inside my video tag. So here I'm going to put my src, and I'm going to choose my source. I'm going to put my movie point mp4, and I'm going to add a type to it. The type will simply stipulate what it is, so the video and the format. So we are mp4. I can put several sources, so I will simply copy my line, and I will put the second one here. So I will make a tabulation so that it's more readable. So here I will put another format, this one. You see I had another format, so that's 1.56 megabytes, while the mp4 is 1.70 megabytes. So they are equally good. You may have browsers, or for example on your phone, whether it is an Android or an iOS, that don't read certain video formats. So you can put several, and your browser will select the one it wants to read. So here I'm just going to change. So I'm going to put W like this. Then I'm going to record. You will see that it won't change. I will have the same result. I still have my little video that works very well. Now in relation to the browser or the navigation on your phone, you will have your video working well. For example, before, if you had used an iOS phone, and well, maybe you wouldn't have been able to play your videos. So by putting multiple sources, you are sure that the browser will play at least one.